We heard was like gunshots, everybody was scared. When the cops broke the window, the sun like shined in the classroom.
I just went straight to him and hugged him and kissed him on the forehead, and I said, you know, you're the bravest person I know, you're my hero.
I'm not gonna let my son be a number. He's not gonna be a statistic. You're gonna remember his name. You're gonna remember Uzziah Garcia.
The noise, I used to say, yeah, calm down, there's so many of you. And now when it's quiet, it's just, I would give anything to have that noise back. I mean, anything.
Terry?
Jackie should have homework and she should have turned to all of the things, little Jackie could have been.
And it will take years for healing, but we have to take the next step and the next step, but together, and respecting them on their pace.
1 year ago today, so many lives taken, so many more changed forever after a gunman stormed into Robb Elementary in Uvalde.
We've been following this community's journey over the past year, and today we're sharing their stories.
We have several crews in Uvalde today.
With butterflies and Bible verses, those are just some of the ways people in Uvalde have been marking the events of 1 year ago today and paying tribute to those who were killed.
A mass of remembrance had people packing one local Catholic church. Outside another house of worship, dozens of butterflies taking flight.
Katrina Weber was there for that release, which happened just a few minutes ago, and she joins us live. Katrina, as we've mentioned all morning, the timing of that release was intentional.
Well, that's right. It was very significant. It was supposed to be at exactly 11:32. Now that represents 1 minute ahead of a very significant point on that tragic timeline. 1 minute ahead of the time when the gunman entered Robb Elementary and began shooting. They ended up setting those butterflies in flight just a few minutes early. The idea behind this whole thing is that when butterflies are near, when butterflies appear, angels are near. Those butterflies did take flight, took to the skies. There was actually silence on the ground. The thoughts among the people here, no doubt, were on the 19 children and 2 adults who were killed last year. The butterfly release was organized by the Children's Bereavement Center of South Texas in conjunction with St. Philip's Episcopal Church. Across town at Sacred Heart Catholic Church, they used words and music to comfort this community. But during that massive remembrance, Archbishop Gustavo Garcia Sierra delivered a bilingual message of hope and compassion and encouraged people to overcome evil with good. He also touched on a bit of politics from the pulpit, acknowledging and encouraging the efforts of people who've been rallying for stronger gun control. Well, this afternoon we'll bring several other services in remembrance of those victims. In fact, here at St. Philip's Church, they are having a prayer service at 5:30 this afternoon. Reporting live in Uvalde, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Katrina. And today, the community finding several ways to honor Uvalde victims. That includes remembrance services.
Our Mark Austin is live in front of Robb Elementary to tell us about that and where they'll take place. Mark.
Good afternoon, Tiffany and Max. We have been here since before sunrise this morning, and there has been a steady stream of visitors ever since. Right now, we take you a live look here at Robb Elementary School, where there's been a steady stream of visitors, including a short time ago, a tall gentleman wearing a cowboy hat. As he stepped onto the curb there by the crosses, he took off his hat out of respect for the dead. We saw 2 women lean on each other in a hug that seemed to last forever. We saw one woman sit cross-legged on the ground and meditate for a good 15 or 20 minutes. But overall, people have come and linger for about 5 or 10 minutes and then leave. And the media has let them be to grieve in peace. As we said, there are a number of things happening this afternoon. At noon, mariachis were to perform in the town square here in Uvalde. That is another memorial site. Bells will toll at 12:49, so just a little while here in Uvalde. That's when law enforcement officers finally breach the room. KSAT plans to carry the bells live when that happens. There are 2 vigils tonight, one at 5:30 at Uvalde County Fairplex, and then the candlelight vigil at 7:30 at Uvalde Memorial Park. Look for more on both of those coming up in our later newscast. We're back out here live on a personal note. 3 doors down from the spot where I'm standing here in front of Robb Elementary School lives a woman named Michelle. And we were talking a little bit earlier between newscasts, and I asked her for a favor, a personal favor. And I said, Michelle, can I please give you a hug? I just want to hug somebody from Uvalde. And she obliged. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. Live from Uvalde, Mark Austin, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Mark, for your live coverage. And tributes are pouring in for the lives lost at Robb Elementary. Today, Governor Greg Abbott ordered Texas flags to be lowered to half-staff. Abbott also called for a moment of silence earlier today. If you want to share your own tribute, head to KSAT.com. You can submit your messages to the families.
And this afternoon, President Joe Biden honoring the Uvalde victims. He's going to be delivering remarks from the White House grand staircase honoring the 19 students and 2 teachers killed by the shooter. A month after the mass shooting, remember, Biden shepherded legislation called the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act through Congress, inevitably signed it into law. But back in March, the president said that he has done all that he and his executive authority alone can do about gun control. Biden is expected to reiterate his call for Republicans in Congress to do more to deal with the ongoing gun violence across our country. We're going to air President Biden's remarks live at 2:30 this afternoon. And as the community in Uvalde continues their healing journey, we are sharing their stories. KSAT 12's year-long project culminating in a special that airs tonight, 1 year in Uvalde. It airs at 9 p.m. right here on KSAT 12. You can also stream it online. Just go to our KSAT Plus app or our KSAT YouTube page.
And on our website right now, a special interactive article. It takes a look at the ways Uvalde families continue to honor their loved ones' lives. Just scan the QR code to take a look. It features home videos and pictures shared with us by family members. You can find the story on our homepage.